Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Thursday, May 7, 2020. I'd like to bring you said information out of the state of Georgia. This is a horrific crime that has reached all over America. Viral video of a male African-American jogger being gunned down by some Caucasian men. And mercy. If you need verification for the storyline, please log on to Electronic Urban Report. Graphic video of fatal shooting of black jogger in Georgia emerges. There's been another development in the case of Ahmaud Arbery, a black man who was shot and killed by 3 white men in Brunswick, Georgia. Video has now surfaced of Arbery being chased down and killed while his family says he was just out jogging. The video of the shooting was leaked online and posted to YouTube on May 5th. According to the New York Times, the video was recorded by a third man who had joined the McMichaels in hot pursuit of Arbery. The video had previously been turned over to investigators before it was made public. Arbery was confronted by Gregory McMichael and his son Travis, who shot Arbery twice with a shotgun before the 25-year-old collapsed and died. The mere fact that this video exists but you haven't seen it, what do you hope this video proves? CBS News asks Arbery's mother, Wanda Jones Cooper. Proves that my son was not committing a crime. He was out for his daily jog and he was hunted down like an animal and killed, Jones said. According to the only witness in the police report, McMichael told investigators he thought Arbery was a burglary suspect and ordered him to stop. McMichael said Arbery violently attacked his son and the two fought over the shotgun before Travis shot him twice. At the time, no charges were filed. Attorney Lee Merritt represents Arbery's family, who said, with this video now out, these guys should be arrested now. It's worth noting that McMichael is a former law enforcement officer who used to work for the local district attorney. Due to conflicts of interest, the case is now on its third prosecutor, DA pro tempore Tom Durden, who has decided the case should be presented to the grand jury of Glenn County for consideration of criminal charges against those involved in the death of Mr. Arbery. I'm hoping that all involved, they're indicted and they go to jail, said Wanda Jones. Unfortunately, with the coronavirus shutting down the local justice system for the immediate future, it may be a while before a grand jury can convene. That is the said information. By this site. Never heard of them before, but they are called Electronic Urban Report, Your Web. Let me start off. I'm irate, and I'm trying to stay calm because, I'm dealing with enough already. In this said article, you will see a video of the said crime, and you also see photos in the article. It looks like, I think, Mr. Arbery and his mom. I'm going to give you some demographics pertaining to Brunswick, Georgia. It is at the bottom of the state of Georgia. It is 4 hours and 33 minutes from Atlanta, Georgia. It's at the bottom on the east coast of Georgia. It is 1 hour and 7 minutes to Jacksonville, Florida. So it's very close to the Florida state line, just a little over an hour. The demographics for this Brunswick, Georgia. Now, I don't know what town the actual town is because they only give Brunswick. They said this transpired outside of Brunswick, Georgia. But I want to give you the demographics and you can do the rest and Google yourself. The main population of Brunswick, Georgia is African American. Shut your mouth. 9,076, which is 56.6%. White, Caucasian race. 6,036 at 37.65%. 2 or more races, 326 at 2.3%. Asian, 292, 1.82%. Some other nationality, 268 people, 1.67%. Native Hawaiian, 36 people, 0.224%. So, Brunswick, Georgia has a population of 16,765 persons. The main race of Brunswick, Georgia is African American at 56%. Now you put that on paper to why this African-American male, 25 years of age, was jogging and gets gunned down. And everyone's wondering who the third party is that filmed it. Because the first thing I thought when I saw the video, you can see it's coming from someone's car being filmed. So now we find out it's a third wheel alongside Pawpaw and the son. And I saw the video, and they didn't have no damn business bothering that man jogging. If you thought, let me say this to all Americans, white and black and Hispanic and whomever, if you think somebody is a suspect in a crime, why don't you call 911? Quit trying to be a hero. We got enough Zimmermans walking around ready to pop off, obviously, and I guess you all wanted to join the bandwagon and be like that piece of you know what from Florida. Yeah. Captain Saver, shut your mouth. I said it. Let me tell you all something out here, and if you choose not to ever follow this channel again, I surely won't be upset about it. I'm sick of white folks, some of you, that think you run things, that you're higher than other races, that you're better than other races, that you're better than the African-American male and female. You still got that old white Southern mentality that you are superior, but you are not. Because you see, you bleed red. You came from a woman. The black man and woman came from a woman. And when you leave here, you will go back to dust. And that's the final say. So walking around like yo don't stink, you need to get over yourselves. There are a lot of mean, vindictive people in the world. There are a lot of bitter people in the world. And there are a lot of white people. And some of you ain't all Caucasian. You're Jews. I'm going to come on with it. Indian, Asian. And you're walking around here like you're better than somebody. But you see, the African-American male, female ancestors didn't ask to come here. You see, come on with it. Stolen from their land, the African race, and brought here to this place where there was already somebody else. Come on with it. And you moved them out, the Indian people, and left them destitute with nothing, and then had the nerve and audacity to steal a dark man and woman from his and her land and bring them here and enslave them for hundreds of years and use them to your advantage to plant the seeds, build your homes, tend the soil. And now here it is, 2020. Them spawns from them white folks still won't give up, turn it over, and leave well enough alone. Some of you still want to be honorary and wreak havoc on the land that is not yours. Yes, I said that. Big Ann said that. And she meant that. Because it's atrocious that a black man or woman cannot walk anywhere without the fear of somebody saying they did something. They look like somebody. Because you know, I'm going to keep it 100. Some of you white people got a bad habit of getting us mixed up. Oh, I know. I'm speaking from experience. I have been misidentified. My car has been misidentified. Yes, baby. Wasn't that you driving the other day? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Was not I. Huh. You got the queen mixed up with another queen. Yeah, I said it. Some of you white people cannot identify African Americans very well. You perhaps can identify another Caucasian person, but you cannot identify us well. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen documentaries done, specials done by Miss Oprah Winfrey herself. Had people show them a picture, have them try to re-identify said people and got them wrong, you see. Because sometimes what you think you're seeing, you ain't. Such as somebody robbing somebody's house. The word is, I heard, them white folks, that white man and his son thought he was burglarizing people's homes. You saw him looking in the window of a house under construction. Well, maybe he wanted to buy a house. Maybe he was curious to what it looked like on the inside. Maybe he was curious to see what they're doing in there. Many people do it, ride in new developments and just peep through the windows just to see. Ain't nobody staying there. What's the problem? But we don't know if that is true. Now, do we? Because we're taking the word from two happy fucks that didn't mind getting their rifles because they saw a black man running down the street. Oh, excuse me, let me take that back. He was jogging down the street. And then you went and got your other little furry friend to fall in behind you and film. And guess what? Big boy who was filming, yes, you need to take the ride alongside Paw Paw and his son. Because you see, you went along for the ride and you watched them gun that young man down. So, boo-boo, you're an accessory as well. We are people too, African-American people. And whether some of you white folks and other races don't like it, we are here and we're not going anywhere. My forefathers and mothers worked in the field from sunup to sundown. And the mothers and young girls tended to your slap face babies and burped them till they were adults. And did that into the 20th century. Yes, I'm going to keep it 100. Even when we were free, we were not free. And that's an old saying, sometimes free ain't really free. Yes, Lincoln signed the paper, but voila, we still couldn't roam because you would not let us, white man, tend to ourselves and be free. Own land. You even stole our land when we rightfully owned the land. Yeah, Big Ann just keeping it 100. Because this is atrocious. To be in this modern day where we are working, living, trying to survive, trying to overcome a nasty virus, and here comes some white folks coming along deciding we're still not worthy of life. We ain't worth nothing. You stole that boy. You stole that young man. You stole him. And you owe him and his family. All three of you. The father, the son, and the jackass that rode behind filming. I'm disgusted. I'm so disgusted. We ain't going nowhere. So you can keep peeping out the windows. You can keep riding by wondering why one of us is driving a nice car, got a big house, got a nice job. Because we earned it. And only God can say that we don't deserve it. Not you, not nobody else, not even another black man. When are you white people going to realize, some of you, that you don't own this land? And whether you want to jump on and tell us that we need to move on, us need to move on. The past is the past. Well, excuse me. I beg to differ. How is the past when you still keep treating us like we ain't nobody? You still running around chasing us with guns in the dark, assuming that we're breaking the law. We must be up to something because we got a hoodie on, although it's raining outside. Leave us alone. Leave us. Yeah, I'm saying it now. Leave us be. We have earned the right to assembly as we see fit, to walk the earth, be it here or abroad, in peace. And when you sit in your little corners huddling, talking junk about, look at them, they this, they that, they're trouble, they're drug dealers, they're drug users. They commit crimes. Well, blame your forefathers because they got the ball crunk. Because you see, when you oppress people, you can't expect something great to come from oppression. It has happened, of course, because there are wonderful and great African Americans who have succumbed to madness. But some people don't rise to the occasion. Your forefathers started this mess. And now in modern day, you are continuing to do just what you did the day you went over there to Africa and stole the man and woman from his land. So you can't cry that was the past when you are still behaving from the past in the future. Some of you better wake up out there. Because let me tell you something. We could act like it's 1968 again. And that would be very wrong to act a fool and riot and tear up people's businesses and homes, hurt and harm innocent people who worked hard for their businesses. But let me tell you, the black man and black woman could act like they have lost their damn mind and show you what they're really made of and act a damn fool. Be very careful how you treat people. Because what goes around, does come back around. Looking for justice. The last DA didn't want to prosecute because he felt like they were, standing their ground? Well, there's no standing your ground if there is no crime. You all were nosy Parkers and what I would consider stalking that young man. And the fact that they've got now, 3 DAs on the case, and this Mr. McMichael was an investigator, let me throw that in, for the district attorney's office, and he took it upon himself to show he's a head knocker, and he gonna gun him a black man down with his son. Praying that the grand jury indicts all 3 men, and praying they can find a jury that will bring swift justice, because that is my fear. They get the wrong people on the jury. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Some wrong white folks on there. And let them go. No indictment. And God forbid if they are indicted, get the wrong ones on the jury panel and set them all free. They're all guilty. Because the third wheel could have called the police. The third wheel could have told them, hey, you're going too far. That's enough. But you knew what you were doing when you got in the car and filmed. You was down with the bullshit too. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below. Thanks for joining me. God bless you all. Mask up, glove up. Praying for all of you. Praying for this family, Mr. Arbery's family. God bless you. We're going to get justice. And we're going to get it. Amen. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.